Shark Tank.
Yeah, mute Shark Tank.
Shark Tank. Welcome to the Shark Tank.
What's up, y'all?
Oh, we
Good
live.
morning. We live and well. Let's do this.
What's good? I'm Quiz the God, and that's
Set, yo. It's good,
set.
y'all.
And
How
this is
y'all Monday?
Marital Mondays, where we get on here and we talk about how to make relationships more harmonious, right?
Too.
So you can have more smiles and less frowns, more understanding. Give you something to go out to this war of love with.
I look a little extra shiny. So
No, you look good.
that's that shea butter, baby.
Shea butter, baby. Shea butter, baby.
Oh, muscle.
All on your pillow.
Can't get it out.
Mhm. Yeah.
Can't get it out. You didn't piss off somebody.
Mhm.
Hopefully it's yourself. All
Mhm.
right, let's go ahead and do what we do. Can't
Yeah.
do it no other time, but right now. So don't be talking smack. All right. So what we talking about today? You brought up a really cool, um, brought up some cool notes.
Oh, let's go through the notes. Let's do that.
Yeah,
Let's go through these notes.
yeah. I'm looking on Facebook when I was pregnant with my first baby. Oh,
Let's talk about when a woman asks for something from a man and he says no. Let's talk about that.
let's put that in the title first.
Yeah, put it in the
Have,
title for
you have
anybody watching. Anybody watching? Who watching? Who in with us? Go ahead and type your name in, or type in "Hey" or say "What's up" or something, please. We're
stuff,
gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about how women
y'all.
feel, think, or something like that
When
when
they are told no,
when she asks for something.
ooh, stir up the pot.
Yeah,
Stop it from sticking.
man. Look, this is something. This is something serious. It seems so simple. It's like if I just tell her no, it's just no.
Ooh,
Yeah,
child.
man.
That's that
My
nerve.
brothers, you have not realized that some of these women, when you tell them no, a good handful of them, you tell them no, that
You
they are
fuck.
feeling all they have a rush of all types of negative feelings, vibes, and emotions. And this shit here is like that shit there, nigga. That shit there, kill your relationship.
Ooh, it can.
Might mess around, try to prove you wrong, show you that somebody else will get it. She might turn
Ooh.
around, she might turn around and toot to somebody else.
Y'all look, ladies. Y'all know that's what we typically do. Somebody else can get it back. Some women don't say anything, But the question is, why they do that? Why, like, that's like this whole man. I love my dudes, man. I'm just trying to get in y'all head and figure it out, and hopefully y'all can get in our head and we figure this thing out. But what's up with that? Who formulated that? First of all, I know it's like a traditional thing, but where does it go from there?
Like, what you mean? What you talking
Like
about?
like this whole who started that, the no question. And I know nobody really knows, but we know that it came from the probably great grand.
Like, what? If he tell you no, I mean,
Tell
with
a
no
woman,
question.
tell
If
a
he tell
woman
you,
don't ask you for
you
nothing.
know what? This just came from me. Actually, I have no idea, but this is coming from me experiencing this myself, and then watching and listening to other women talk about how they experienced it. It being a highlight of their conversation, and them feeling some way about it. I mean, man, I had no idea that telling a woman no for asking was so gut wrenching for a woman. Now, it's one thing, you sit there as a man, you'll say no because you looking out for the. She not seeing that you're looking out for the. In your eyes, you looking out for the overall well being of maybe some finances or the safety or something, or you foresee a bigger picture, but you might have to explain that to her, brother, because she is thinking all types of shit like, man, I ain't I'm not worth some red bottoms. She thinking it. I'm not worth. I'm not worth this. I'm not worth that. Like dang, I do all this. I bust it open for that. I act like it's bitch, and
There
so
you go. It is. I didn't put the question up there. What happens when women are told no by their partner? Should have been partners, but
let's talk about what happens to men when a woman says no.
you want me to change that up?
No, I said let's talk about that too. Let's talk
What
about.
happened when the now say that
I don't
again?
know. The thing is like I think a man is more like when a woman tell a man no, it's like a challenge for him. Like, oh, you telling me no? Okay, let me make you say yes. Let me see how I'm gonna make you say yes.
When
You
a
know,
man is when a woman tells the man no.
like when trying to get something, like no, he like, oh yeah. So now he like,
Yeah, they get probably like, oh,
but when
okay.
it can't give him, so he trying to figure out, dang, what I do wrong? Why how I get out of good grace? Why I can't get no cooch?
But men are quick to think about the sex part. That's
I
the
need
whole thing.
to share this thing. I ain't even share this. I need to share this.
It's public, so let me do my part. But men think about that sex part, and rightfully so. You know, um, men. From my experience when I have shut down the coach, it was like kicking and fighting and screaming and yelling and like a big baby, like you took a nipple from a baby's mouth in the
Mhm.
middle of this eating session. And that's like the only thing they really, men from, my experience, only really care too much about in food.
Yeah.
But, women have like, I don't know, I guess, us women, we have a broader look on things. I guess because we feel like we're so giving and selfless, we feel like we owe. We're, a lot is being owed to us to some extent, at least not the no part. I
Mm.
don't know. I don't know. What y'all think? I don't know. What y'all
So,
think?
yeah,
Why
who's there?
huh?
Who we got on? Who we got? Listen, watching us. Who's there? Might I ask? Who's there? Who's watching us right now? Is that me?
Well, women are told no. I don't, men are reserved with their funds, and they should be. They got a lot of responsibilities. But is it fair for a woman to be told no when she asks? But if she asks all the
Yeah.
time, what's so funny? Women that ask all the time get what they want.
Really? Is that what the word in the street is? I don't think that's true.
I have noticed that women that ask all the time,
I
not
haven't
all
seen
the
it.
time,
I
not
haven't
all
seen
women.
it.
Oh, hold on, not
I
all
haven't
women.
seen
Okay, not saying, but women from like looking on the outside, there are some women that ask and they get what they want. Now it can be just a man in particular, that particular man or that particular relationship. You got some sugar daddies out there. You got some men that feel like I want you to ask me, and I don't want you to ask nobody else. There's some men out there that's like more tighter, and I think that when those women that ask all the time and get what they want, get with a guy who don't ask, I mean, who don't give, then they're quick to go the other way. That's like the prerequisite of exit strategy.
Strategy.
Yeah. you know, some people have different goals and agendas in relationships. They have different drives. But there are some women out there that ask and they just get. And I wonder if that's just the way they're conditioning that person or they just getting lucky.
So
I don't know.
typically, like let's talk about this. Women. Let's talk about some reasonable women, not women who
Oh, got the brother online.
reasonable women
I
that
wish
that
he was
what
able
he
to.
what he say? I missed it. What he
I
say?
wish he.
Right. So let's talk about that. Let's talk
Netaru
about that. A Kitri El Nuturi.
and Nutaru. Peace and blessing, brother,
For
brother,
sure.
brother.
For sure. Much love, bro. A woman, a reasonable woman, a woman that has her own independent and all that jazz. She typically is never asking for nothing. So when she does ask for something, it's taking a lot out of her to do that. It's taking some nerve, some. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's taking some. She might even be nervous asking you, as you know, and she don't. They don't. Most of them don't want to be told no, and not because they spoiled or nothing, but it's just like,
The
the
fear of, you know.
fear of being told no is equivalent to feeling undervalued. So like no, like nigga, no, you gonna tell me no? And then they might proceed on to, maybe you got some that might don't even care. They might just start begging you, like, baby, please, please, baby, this and that. And so, so and and
You experienced that? Somebody
huh?
said you experienced that before?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh wow.
It's just that's the somebody trying to finesse you and finagle you. Come on, baby. They know you gonna say no, babe. Come on, give me this, baby. Come on.
That's that what's the sister name? Shiraz. Somebody know this person, Shiraz. She's a Muslim sister. The one you sent her to me a long time ago. She has this book that's called the guy for the black man to the for the black woman. But she was very controversial, and she was saying that the woman is taught how to do that from the mother. Remember that discussion we had a long time ago? And i
Yeah,
and, and I read the beginning of her book, and I stopped reading because it was like it was really annoying to even continue to read her book. It was like, ugh. But she said that, and I disagree that it happens, but that's mainly for women like that, who have been conditioned to ask a man, because they know he's going to give in at some point. Fortunately, he's going
well,
to.
most men want to be able to say yes, but they have to. I know for me, I like it to be, let it be a reasonable request. Let it be something responsible. Don't ask me to do something I wouldn't do for myself. You know,
Correct.
don't be talking about, hey babe, can you please buy me $2,000 shoes? What pair of $2,000 shoes do you see in my closet?
Right. Correct. There was a post out there on Instagram where they was said, this guy said, how a broke chick is going to ask me to buy her something and then call me broke because I don't do it.
Right.
I was
So you got a bunch of things going through a woman's mind, and she's
like,
she's feeling she's feeling she's feeling like she's not being valued. Um, she might be saying, I don't never say no to you. Anytime you might want to do something, I'm always saying yeah to you. Everything you want to do, I'm saying yeah. Of course, as we know, if you go back to my old video,
so
she's saying
how come that's
yeah.
not noticed?
The love for you, she's saying yeah. So if you go back in our old, so when she in love, all the years is coming. When she ain't
In
feeling love, all the no's are coming.
in that thin space where when she says, how come I do this for you, um where do you think that connect and that disconnect happened? Like, that obviously there's a connect right there. How come that's not noticed at the beginning? Why would from a man's perspective, what would make him not notice that off bat?
Make him not notice what exactly.
That she would do such things, and she have to make the statement, oh, I do this for you. Well, how come that's not automatically noticed, from the man's perspective?
Well,
From
it
what
ain't. I think that, not that it's not noticed from a man's perspective, but the things that she's doing doesn't equate to materialistic things with money. Because we're not swapping out the things you do for money and materials. When we do that, we doing that with tricks and hoes and prostitutes, and we like it like that. We like to keep them separate. For anybody else, if any other creature that we associate with that are female, we are not trying to use our money to get you. We use our money to get what we want. So if I'm using my money, I'm not typically using my money on you in that way, like I'm buying you. Because if that's the case, I don't want to fuck with you. So, because I could just, anybody could buy you. Anybody with some money can come along and just come on and just sweep you off your feet and do whatever. And so that
But
we,
yeah,
it
you do
feels like we don't have nothing. But going like him not recognizing, him not equating the things that she is doing with the things he can do for her in material and money is like, He's like, I don't ask you for nothing. I don't ask you for $100 for nothing. I don't ask you for $200, $500. He might feel like that. Now you got some men out here that got it down pat. They like, man, look, I get it. You know, her money is her money, and my money is her money. You got some brothers out there, they like that. They get it. They like, shit, it just is what it is, man. You know, it keep peace. You know, they living in that space.
It's just some people, men, they come in all kind of styles and varieties. It's
Just like women. I mean,
yeah, everybody have their own style of doing things. What makes them feel good and feel better. You know, brother say he like an independent woman. Nothing wrong with that at all. I personally think that if you're sticking it out together, ride it out together, work it out together, and grow together. You can't grow by taking, constantly, or stunting the growth. It takes a real woman to really, and you probably say, "Oh, how dare you say real woman?" But real stuff, you know.
I mean, long as you know, you got to be careful when you say that, because as long as she got a vagina and some breasts, she's a real woman.
Well, there is a difference between a lady, a woman, a child, a girl, and what else we got? An elder, stuff like that. There are differences, but in a sense, we're talking maturity levels. So on a from a mature perspective, you know, women, shall I say, I will call them women. Okay. They adolescents, but women will, consider the whole situation. That's what a woman would do. And she won't be so immature on her talk, and request. So shall I say? What else you had going on? You had a whole bunch of other things
Well,
in there.
I mean, it's all there.
You're looking these notes so we can get
you
going.
asking you ask, you know, does a man not notice? Is he noticing when he tell her no? Like how are you fixing your mouth to tell her no? But you got instances where he's also not. He's also feeling. He feel like maybe she's just trying to manipulate me.
Ah,
A man
interesting.
feeling like this before he
And this
give it.
just popped up on my phone.
Is she taking advantage of me? I'm not giving her money because she ain't finna take advantage of me. She ain't finna manipulate me.
What's up with
Or
that? Like,
he might feel like, oh, she trying to test me to see if I'm gonna give her some money. And depending what kind of nigga, he might say, huh, she ain't tricking if you got it. Here you go 10 bands, girl. Like Drake said, a little 10 piece just for her to throw it. And
hey, Claudia, my birthday. Hey, boo. I get tickled when I see her. What's
so
up, Claudia? Welcome to
in
the
that sense,
Marital
in
Mondays.
that sense,
Go ahead.
he's probably trying to protect himself and from whatever it is he's scared of being manipulated, taken advantage of, and it might look selfish or stingy, but to him he's protecting himself. For he like, man,
And that's the thing.
she ain't finna test me. I'm nigga King Kong.
How do
So
you listen? But how can you go into a relationship with a mindset like that? The topic is no worries. I'm sorry. The topic is when women ask men for things. Claudia don't have a problem with this area at all. That look, her man be dropping them, but there's all kind of men, But the topic is what happens when a woman is told no from her significant other by her
let's
significant.
ask Claudia.
Hmm.
Ask Claudia, has a man ever told her no? And when he has told her no, I'm sure he has. How does she feel?
He heard. She heard. She heard. What's up, Claudia? You can go ahead and drop a little quick text in the comment box.
She said,
Hold
I
on.
said no. And when he say no, you said no.
She's like, facts.
She
She
said,
said,
let me think. No, when he say no, not when you say no. When he say no, you
if
ask him something, he
you
say
ask,
no.
and she said no, and he
She
said
said
no.
it depends on what she asking for.
My thing, okay, so my thing is, it depends, right? You got to consider the person's situation. When you go into a relationship, how is that fair for somebody to be dealing with that? Is it fair for you to go into a relationship like that with put that wall up like that, saying, I'm not gonna, do this and do that. To me, that's like a disconnect, with like the whole direction. It's like if you go in saying I'm not going to, in your mind, it's there's going to be a problem no matter what at some point, because if you decide to go all the way with this person, they're going to come to you at one point in time, and it's not fair for that person to have to be thought of as manipulating, because there's like this mindset that had been impressed upon you before that relationship, and not considering it, and like everybody is not like that. So it's like, how do men or even women, because it happens to both sides, they get manipulated different ways. But how do you deal with that? How can a person penetrate that issue?
You was going so many places. I'm not sure what the question is.
The
Penetrate
question,
with you.
when you have someone that's going into correct, she said it becomes a control mechanism. When you have someone,
And that could be
how
perceived
is
from
it
both
fair?
sides.
Is it fair for a person to go into a relationship with a protective mechanism, basically?
Yeah, absolutely. They should definitely go into it until they gain enough trust to where they don't have to feel like that. You don't go in. I'm finna go. Oh, I'm finna be with you. I don't care what happened. And
No,
then
no, 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 not in a sense like that, but in a sense where it's just consistently like, this is who I am. Don't ask, don't do nothing. This is what I present, and that's that. There's some people that fall for it. That's like, okay, well, that's no problem. But I'm sure at some point there's some restrictions on the other side as well. If there's restrictions on the other, if one's saying I'm not doing this, the other person's going to mentally say I ain't doing that either. I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. So it's like your whole relationship is not at its full throttle, because one person is thinking one thing and then another person is thinking another, and it's like, why are you doing this? What we doing? What we doing? But I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. You said, when should a man share knowledge on money? If he should at all.
Yeah, these ain't for these ain't these really, this kind of like these just thoughts, not everything to be talked about. But
Talk about it. Why not? I mean, it's the same thing, same topic, same discussion.
no.
Say people forget how to be organic. And that's the whole point. It's like nobody is going in um genuine anymore. That's the whole part.
So,
You got
so I
music.
mean, it's something that So a man sharing. When should a woman share her not share? How much money she got. When should a man share how much money he got? It's like, when do you typically do that ever? When does it become ethical for you to say this how much money I got? You know.
I don't think that's thing. I don't think it's supposed to. It shouldn't. It shouldn't be a requirement, to be honest. Um,
Eventually, they're gonna want to know how much money each other got. Eventually, one day, and
if they share
I
joint
think I
accounts,
think it'll build up to that, but it got to build up to that.
yeah, I would say, if you sharing stuff together, if you're sharing finances together, if you are sharing accounts together, if you're paying bills together, uh if you are like, if some people are open, saying, hey, I got $20,000 left, my money is going here, it's allocated already, this is what I'm only working with, babe. Or she's saying, babe, if he coming and saying, hey, I need a couple of bands for me to do this with this business or whatever the case is, and she's like, hey, babe, I only got like 15 grand, 10,000 is going here, I'm only left with like this amount because I got to do this. I think that's when it should be like, okay, consideration. You know what I mean? Consideration. That depends on how far you go, how deep you are in a relationship.
Claudia said, I dated someone that will always PayPal me money randomly to show his care for me. I never asked for it, nor did I express any need. I felt it was a guilt cover. Look, some shit. Look, he trying to be sweet, right? He like, man, I give
All
you my
kind of
money.
men.
I give you my money. Hold on, hold on, right quick. I'm gonna step away for a second.
you got all kind of men, you know. There's some men that don't mind. They make a lot of money and they're like, you know, your girl. There's some men that's like, hey, I got reservations, you know. But it's like, the whole thing, he said I never felt good about it. The whole thing is, how do you make a relationship work with these two different mindsets? People have the right to think, feel, be the way they are. But when it comes to a relationship, how do one break those boundaries and make it work? You know what I mean? Somewhere it got to be malleable, you know, workable. She said, I was ungrateful, but
Very ungrateful.
yes.
And but the thing was, at the same time too, you should at least told him stop sending me money like that. So
You don't tell that lady what to
stop sending me money like that.
do. Yeah. Well, you know, some
Stop sending me money like that. I don't like it. Why are you doing that? That's weird. I don't need your money. I need
right.
I need you to show up in this relationship,
That
and not with your money.
some people have different ways of
No, a lot of people just don't know how to talk to each other, communicate with each other, and it ain't that they got so many different ways. They just ain't been taught nothing. They just going, they just flying. They just going for what they know.
she said she was very grateful. I'm sure you was. Hmm. Yeah. You know, some people feel
She said she told him exactly that. Good, and then did he stop sending it? She said he didn't care. That's the wrong answer, brother. You should. I know that ain't last too long because if he acting like that about something he doing, then I'm pretty sure there's plenty of things he was acting like that about.
they have a decent one, you know. I only know because you know I know this woman.
I
But
mean, that's not saying she talking about who she with now. She just said she had a guy. I don't think she's talking about the guy she with right now. 4 years they dated. Okay, he
I
could have
know
sent money.
I know this person.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I know this person. And my girlfriend right there. And my girlfriend right there. We girl talk all day.
She said it's all good. I'm single
we
now.
just broke. We just they just broke up. Yeah, it's okay. But you know, that's like that's probably meet a guy who don't want to give a shit. You know, don't want to do nothing. Though. You know, but I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all. You know, sometimes you just gotta talk, like you say, you gotta communicate. That's the whole thing, and work it out, talk about it, understand why the person is coming from that perspective, and then try to figure that thing out. Agree? Disagree?
Yeah, you guys need to talk. I agree with you. You got to find. You're just trying to find a balance between each other. I don't like when you do this. Well, I do. Why do you do this? Well, I do this for this, and I thought maybe it was going to be this. Oh, I see. Oh, I can see why you say that. I kind of don't. I don't see it like that, but maybe I can start seeing it like that. Or oh, I don't see it like that. I see it like this. And it just makes me too uncomfortable. I can't rethink. I can't reimagine it being no other way. Can we just not do that? We-
Right. She said relationships are not finessed anymore. Ain't that something?
What you mean they're not finessed anymore?
Old school? Are we? She said we old school.
Relationships are very finessed. I see a bunch of brothers out there busting their ass trying to show a woman that they show a woman certain shit, and the women,
Nowadays,
and
nowadays.
I see a bunch of women busting their ass too, trying to show some shit too, and they more frustrated than men because they feel like they doing the love in the right way and the men doing the love in the wrong way, and the man feeling like she just a headache. He tired of not being able to love her. He's tired of not being able to satisfy her with the kind of love he's bringing to the table.
And there's a lot of people that's breaking up today. Nobody don't want to work it out. That's what I think. That's what she mean when she's saying that they don't want to they don't there's no finessing. There's no more working out. And then people going in with this hard mindset. Boom, they're going into the next relationship. Fuck that! I ain't gonna be taking advantage no more. Fuck that. You know.
Right. So we talking about some. That's when that at this point, man. That's why, man.
hot ass mess.
You got to watch out what kind of people you dealing with. You got somebody that's always gonna try and strive to try to put their best foot forward, or you got somebody that's gonna stay still, or do they read? Do they bring? Do they do? What are they doing? What are they doing?
People don't
Always.
do, I find it interesting. A lot of people don't do what you're doing, that's why I commend you a lot, because you do your homework on relationships. You know what I mean? You do your homework on what it would take to make it better. That takes a lot out of a man. I mean, it
I
takes,
take a lot of shit too. I take a lot of shit. I give some shit. I take
but
a lot of shit.
it's very honorable. And I think a lot of men, there's a lot of men out there, but you don't hear a lot of men talking about that, how to improve a relationship. They're out there because we see them online, but who's taking the notes? Who are actually like doing what they're supposed to do, or trying it, or actually doing what you got to do
Am
to
I
make
married? Spiritually, yeah. The two
it.
women.
Ooh, a straight hot boy, because you are funky and need acceptance. Oh, what she talking about? You have to
She said,
tolerate
she
a level
said,
of
she said,
function.
if you go back, and she said, but we have to accept one another, try to trying to change each other. Let's just see you good, and you have to tolerate a level of funk because you are funky and need acceptance. Are you married? And she said, or dating? Yes, you. And and,
All that was shit.
and yes, I am actually dating multiple women currently. Involved. I am currently involved. I'm not dating. I'm currently involved with more than one woman currently. And
He practices Polly.
yes.
Polly wants a cracker. Polly wants a few crackers.
Most people accept. Okay, so you are. Yes, yes, I am. Yes, in the field. I'm in the field. I'm
Claudia, what are you doing?
I'm always in the field.
She is questioning you to the maximum, and
Chopping
she
chopping
likes
the weeds.
that.
I'm always in the field chopping the weeds and chopping the cherry tree.
Oh my gosh. I'm done with you, ma'am. Oh God. She's terrible.
Like
Claudia,
all
you
of us.
crazy girl. Crazy.
Absolutely. Yes. I am a practitioner of loving. Yes. Of trying to create harmonious relationships with my lovers. That's right.
That's what's
We
up.
need to tend. Absolutely.
There's a lot of people that's
Easy on. That's right.
you know
Amen. Hallelujah.
that's
Excellent. So yeah.
oh,
Much love, sweetheart. Much love.
person. I love you, Claudia. Love you, girl. Love you. That's my big dog right there. That's my big sister, aka Road Dog. It's my beach bunny right there. Yeah. As you can see, she stays at the beach. She lives at the beach. She has a black man in her life. His name is
Oh, like a little chocolate.
yeah, no, 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 very dark chocolate.
Oh, she like the cocoa, 90%
Chocolate,
cocoa dark
chocolate is small.
chocolate.
Chocolate is small.
No sugar, no milk.
And we talk.
Hershey Kiss, the dark chocolate Hershey Kiss.
We're talking about her dog. That is.
Ah, okay. You talking about a dog.
But
Okay.
his name is
She's a
Pi.
dog lover.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
she's
Dog
a
mom.
dog lover. His name is Pi. She said that's her black man. You know. But yeah, but yes, look, we reached a so we're gonna go ahead and wrap this thing on up because I have to do a few other things and get some stuff on the road. But
I was gonna ask, how early is too early for a woman to ask for money, y'all?
mm,
That's something to really think about. How early is too early? And I'm gonna say that's based on the feeling. How it depends how I feel.
I
Do I
like that
feel
question.
like do I feel like we at money breaking stage? I think in the beginning a man gonna have to show that he gonna break bread off top anyway. So he
I like
doing
that.
the dates and all that stuff. All he doing the dates. He paying for everything. For I think these days we have a lot more women that's showing that they gonna chip in, and of course we loving that, eating that up. I mean, I'm I'm always like, yeah, if brothers, if you catch the first one, ain't nothing wrong with her catching the second one. And if
Mm-hmm.
you got a problem
Mm-hmm.
with that, you go ahead and give her a big ass boot.
Oh,
Ain't got no time.
nice.
Got time for somebody that don't want to be no partner. Ain't
Be
all
nice.
you finna give.
Be
And
nice. Be nice. But
yeah,
wait, how soon? How soon? How soon? Can I ask? Can I?
it's based on the feeling. It's
Based
all
on
based on the feeling. You a couple know when when they do. Hold up, we in this we at a space where I should be able to ask for some money. Now if it feel awkward, like, can I have some money? And you got the cringe. Can I have my bill is due? Can I have $300? You know you just met nigga last week. Now don't be now he know he being tested, and
I
depending
think
on if he got the ass or not is gonna really affect that question. If he ain't got no ass, he probably gonna be like, yeah, and he gonna charge it up to he paying his pussy bill. He pretty much know he paying in the pussy. So pussy better be around the corner, cause that brother there gonna be heated about that $300.
facts, especially if you have a woman that's asking you to pay the bill, her bill at a short, especially like at a short, I'll be like this too. I'll be like, you can't pay your own shit? What's up? We just met.
Yeah, see, this is my thing for you brothers. Watch what this.
Reservations, because I might get some flack on this, okay? But I'm just saying there's more to it, but logically.
Now, this is my thing for you brothers. Watch what she do. If she take care of herself, she get her nails done, she get her hair done, she paying her. These are all things you can do. Watch out for women that ask you to do shit they ain't even done for themselves. Don't do
True. True.
don't start that. Is you need to be doing shit that she do for herself. If she get her hair
Yep.
done, you pay for some hair. If she get her nails done, pay for some nails. But if she ain't typically doing that shit, she doing it every once in a while. Some shit, then you know you ain't liable. You ain't at fault for not doing it. So she need to be doing this stuff already.
Well, if she doing it already, I mean, that's very objective. I mean, it's
If she
like
doing it already, then
that's a
you put when she doing if she doing it already and you come in paying for it, it ain't about she needed you to do it, but it's nice that you did it. You making good.
that part. You can.
So if things that she do need, those are things you need to talk about with her and figure out what it is she needed. Then you need to figure out if you're gonna be providing that or not. Not for her to be asking you to be providing that need.
Absolutely. And it's the same way. It ain't all about the women that, being catered to. Men too. Men deserve that same loving as well. I'm the real deal, because it's not always all about the woman getting, the woman receiving, or if she love you enough, she definitely gonna. Women typically just out and do it. They don't men gotta, if a man gotta ask, it's taking a lot of pride away from him to do that. And he's like, man, and that's when a woman should be willing to give if she go ahead and sees that her man typically don't ask. And be glad about it. But when it comes to a woman, I'm like this, if you've been taking care of yourself, that's one thing. If you don't typically do that, you shouldn't get somebody else to fire it up unless that person is wanting you to do it. I have a girlfriend, she has a husband, and he doesn't play about her. He's like, you gonna get your nails done, you gonna get your hair did, you gonna have all this set up, and if I see one chip, one nail break or whatever, I'm going to send you back, because he want to see his woman look like a baby doll or a doll. He wants her to be taken care of.
And you got some cats like that if you want to see something, then you can go ahead and pay for that. But for
Mm-hmm.
me, I know for me, I like to see a woman natural. Like, she should be able to do just subtle things, and I should be able to appreciate it. I shouldn't have to do all that to appreciate your beauty and stuff. And some women I get it, some women, but that's just
But no, just from that perspective, there's like, you have like men just but if that's something that he does, that's something that he does. I just don't believe in a woman going and just asking, because unless you're willing to bust it wide open, give him he want you. If you going and asking, you know what he wants right off top. You know what you already know what the exchange is. Because that's a great exchange. If you going and asking, you about to give something up, or you're going to give it up, or you're not going to give it up, and run for the hills when he do ask, because he coming. He's gonna be like, how you gonna ask me for all this money?
So
And
and
then
so you know what, and let's talk about the other side. Women, if a man is starting to break bread on you, and one y'all ain't been intimate yet, or maybe y'all have been intimate, but definitely if y'all ain't been intimate yet, you ought to be very careful, because
when
um
he's right,
because if y'all not serious, y'all ain't been intimate yet because y'all not serious. Maybe it's been 3 weeks, 4 weeks, or whatever, and y'all really ain't serious. You started accepting money from him, and you ain't really serious, and you turn around and he done got you all done up like a dog, and then you bent over for Jody and not him first, or you normally bending over for Jody and you ain't really figured out where you want to be yet. See, I'm like, that's like you gotta be careful, because a nigga kill you by some shit like that. He'll hurt you. He'll hurt you in him. Don't let him be coming around and y'all ain't got to that place yet. And he's buying you things because
because he wants to be your heart, right?
he's like, he look, I'm finna be tending to you. You
Yeah.
know, can I be exclusive with the coochie? That's his thing.
And that's
If
what
you're not
happened
gonna
to
be that
me.
girl to be exclusive, you need to say, hey man, I talk to other people. So now he know that, hey, okay,
Back
well, I'm
off.
still gonna do it. So
Right.
so
Right.
Jody and Tyrone can enjoy this weave, nails, and perfume and this dress I just bought you. That's fine.
Right.
But for that's just like I said, ladies, watch out for that. And fellas, don't watch out for buying shit too early. Like I said, you don't want Jody enjoying the fruits of your labor. You know what I'm saying? You bought that, so something you trying to give her, show her your best hand, or show her a good gesture, and then
You
she turned
know,
around and she tooted up for
but
Jody.
you don't want to. This is another thing too. You don't. Be careful with saying it to a man, because you don't know. You don't want to put a man's mind in a space over there if it's not over there. This is where you start having that pullback, that unnecessary pullback, that wandering mind, thinking that there is somebody else, there's something else going on.
I'm talking about specifically if it's early. I'm talking about for early, when it's early and you know it's early, and you like, damn, should I do this? Don't just start doing stuff. You need to be sure that y'all in agreement with what y'all got going, because once he start breaking bread, it depends who he is. If he's just a millionaire nigga and you just a trick to him, then so be it. It ain't tricky if you got it. But for a man that's going out earning stuff, a reasonable man,
Yeah.
he's doing this to show you a good a gesture of his fruits of his labor. I'm gonna give you some of these fruits of my labor here. Here you go, take this. And if you taking that and you not and he's
Not telling them.
serious, right? This could be a bad situation.
That is true. I can agree to that big time, because I was in a situation like that. There was this friend of mine, and and I've been knowing him for a very long time. And he tried to constantly like give me gifts and give me that. And I'm like I see what's going on. And plus I know that this is like I don't want to say aggressive, but this is like one of those A guys, those, yeah, which I call them alphas. Um Aggressive. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm like, this person is like too pushy, too here, too, that's not where I want to go. Have to stop this person from giving me this and giving me that, trying to lavish me with this, lavish me with that, because if I break this person's heart, he can get aggressive because he felt like he put too much into whatever he wanted me to see. And with that, you got to be very careful and stop yourself and not be greedy, taking and taking and taking, and putting yourself in a bad situation at the end of the day, because people be stalking.
Look, for all women, I want to say this: whether he's aggressive or not, never underestimate a man. He is bigger and stronger than you, faster you, all these things. Unless you in the gym doing your thing and you weigh more than him, Never underestimate him and what he's capable of. When he's coming to you, he's showing you he's trying to show you his best hand and he's give you his best attitude. The other side of him it might not be a nice happy place for anybody to be, you know.
Correct.
Especially,
Correct.
especially if he's emotional. An emotional man is very dangerous. You guys, if he's emotional,
Aggressive,
don't be fighting.
emotional.
Don't be fighting him. Especially if we don't be fighting him. Let him be. If he's walking away and he's emotional, let him walk away and be emotional. If he's emotional, he gets to a point he can't control himself. It's like imagine like a bear, a grizzly bear coming out the woods and just walking in your house while you sit down. It can become he can become unpredictable.
You play too.
He could become very unpredictable. Motherfucker start tearing some shit up, and then now you sitting around thinking, "Damn, this nigga crazy." But he think you made me this way. Now he in jail and he's shaking his head, and you like, "Man, I can't never mess with this." He not now. Everybody had to learn a lesson. Look, don't underestimate nothing. Stop playing games. I think for you brothers, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. You figure out what level of woman, what level of intellect is gonna treat you level of intelligence from a woman is going to treat you the way that you think you want to be treated. That she's going to receive what you giving her and then turn around and reciprocate it. Um, figure that out. Figure that one out first. You know,
Is it a good thing to think about what a person is going to give you when you give?
after that, and you that's the reason why that's the reason why a lot of people give because they were hoping that they these gestures of giving is going to give them something good
I
graces.
give from the heart.
Yeah, but you might give from the heart, but you hoping that you get some good graces.
Down the line,
I'm sorry. Okay.
down the line,
Oh yeah. You hoping that this is adding to building that relationship. Everything is a value exchange. I wish I could say I just give because I want to give. I do want to help people, but there's a bit of gratification that I receive when I do give. So it's not all me just giving because I want to give. I might just
absolutely,
it make me
absolutely.
happy, and it make me happy to might see you happy, or maybe to see you have something that you wanted, or to maybe see you have something you never knew about. So
My
everything is value.
and and my side of being more given, that as well. It can be just on a day to day thing or whatever. Just giving people anything. Love, information, helping somebody out in the store. These are like passerby givings, that accumulate, make you feel good as a person too. And then when you get in your relationship or pre-relationship with somebody, like with me, if I adore somebody and I cling on to them, like I have like a connection to them, and I feel like our relationship can go far, whether it's a female or a male, and there's something that I want to offer. If it's that time, at that time, I'm going to go selfless, and be like, let me, if I'm able to, people go in that direction different ways with money. Some people don't go in money. Some people go with their time. Some people go with tangibles, but people have their own way of giving. But yeah, in my situation, I just but if I'm with you for a long period of time, it's a different story.
For
If
me,
I'm with a friend for a while and I say they just don't, I wouldn't trip off a friend because, it's like I ain't fucking a friend, you know. But if there's a friend that I'm really like, you know, I'm down with this person and they just don't give, um, it wouldn't bother me. You know what I mean? It really wouldn't bother me. It would be like I'm doing it from the heart, So
I'm gonna say to my brothers, man, to fellas, if a woman is giving, right, understand this here. It don't matter how she giving to you. What she's giving to you, she is valuing greater than anything you are giving to her, and you need to give to her often because she is gonna forget what you giving to her, almost immediately, almost. So weekly and monthly giving.
lies.
Yeah, I am exaggerating. However, what I'm trying to make you understand is that you need to be thinking how you finna give, how you gonna give to her, and also too sometimes she might not see the way that you giving her because you might not be giving the way. given to her the way that she want to be given to. So it's always for a woman, it's always what you did for her lately, and she done counted everything she done gave you, even if she only gave you about $50 worth of stuff, and you done gave her thousands of dollars worth of stuff. It's not gonna matter, because that's just how that's the point system that they play. So no, it's not fair, but at the same time, I want you to know so you know what you're going into. That's it.
Claudia said, give your time and your ear and your sweetness. To
Oh,
whom?
that sounds so unrealistic, but okay. You should definitely give those things already. You should make those be a practice in your character.
Right.
Practice it so it can become a part of your character over time. And I don't like. I always tell people I am not naturally nice. I'm not naturally kind. I'm not naturally sweet. I'm not naturally any of them things. I do those things to live on this space harmoniously with you guys. And so I am practicing all those things, and I'm hoping that they will eventually become a part of my character and what I'm typically practicing when I encounter you, because everybody don't get the same treatment.
Fabricated people nowadays. Marital Mondays. Let's figure this out. Filious, just get it together for the ladies, for the men, for the babies, for the generations to come. Chip away.
So should we be wrapping this thing on up? So if you didn't catch the whole thing, we just talked about what happens when a woman is told no by her partner, by her man, and basically she's
Love you.
feeling all type she's feeling all types of ways. It might have took her a lot for her to ask you that, especially if she independent. If you done told her no after she been giving you up that good cooch and treat you like a king, she
Yeah.
be feeling that. So anyway, good luck to you, brothers and sisters. We wish that you are to have a harmonious, successful, loving relationship, and stick to the basics, y'all. You always stick to them basics. Kindness, be kind, honesty, no deception.
And
Start
listen, learn, look, read. I think you should put out some of those books that you read if people really want to be very serious about what they want to do with their relationships. I think
I should do that. I'll come up with something. Or maybe what I do is maybe I'll come up with something to paraphrase some of these books, because people ain't gonna read nothing. People don't like to read, and that's one of the problems we got. That's why so
yeah,
maybe I need to come up with like a paraphrasing sheet, and we can list
absolutely.
it as a white paper or something, and let people download it.
Because I think even though you say you're not this, you're not that, you're not this, you have definitely arranged yourself the way you should be, the way you want to be for the betterment of other people. So it's never too late for, especially a man. It's never too late for a man to go ahead and feel like he can learn more,
Oh yeah,
right? Same thing with women, but women are way more than men. But I appreciate you on that. I really do, because
for
you're
sure.
showing and tell. So thank you.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, we'll see y'all next Monday. Thank y'all for joining.
I'm Quiz the God.
And I'm Goddess Set.
Marital
Deuces.
Mondays, y'all. Much love.
Much love.